engines. 26 cars coming to life on the front straightaway, over 15,000 horsepower, ready to turn it loose on opening day for our 38th year at the top of Quarry Hill here in Barre. Mike Bruno, Joey LeCaire, the two veterans in row number 1, Ronnie Weston, Stacy Cahoon in row number 2, Brent Dragon and Peter Fecto, Barney McRae, Kip Stockwell, Berger Blake, and Phil Scott, the top 10 to start. ...100 laps on what is fair to say a very difficult racetrack here this afternoon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's our last chance to get warm before the green. Let's get on your feet and send these drivers away with a wave. Get a little blood circulating through those veins. Get things rolling. Bruno, LeCaire, Weston, and Cahoon, the top 4. Brent Dragon and Pete Fecto, Phil Scott and Kip Stockwell. A lot of outstanding race cars and drivers are on the trailer already. Virtually every car in this field capable of pulling off the feature victory. If you're going by the stopwatch earlier on today during the practice rounds, a couple of numbers to jot down. Dwayne Lanphier, the number 40, turned the fastest laps of the day in the practice. Lanphier in the number 40 machine, a man to keep an eye on over the course of the 100-lapper. Chuck Beatty in the 54, always tough to beat in the long-distance events here at Thunder Road. Brian Hoare in the Goss Dodge. Berger Blake, Kip Stockwell also among the fast-timers. Cody Chevrolet pace car with the field in tow. They'll give them a couple of laps to bring the temperatures up to snuff in the engine compartment and the tires. One more time under the caution, and we'll look for the green. Lights are down on a Cody Chevrolet pace car. Next time by, we go green. Mike Bruno and Joey LeCaire, Ronnie Weston, Stacy Cahoon, Brent Dragon, and Peter Fecto. Here they come. Out of 4, the auto value 100 under the green flag. Bruno gets the jump on the outside lane. Joey LeCaire fights his way to the bottom as he and Ronnie Weston bump off too. LeCaire down low to second. Stacy Cahoon looking strong in the high lane. He takes second and he wants the lead on the front chute. Cahoon in the 83 rockets to the high lane. He's halfway up on Bruno for the lead. Stacy Cahoon, the former Riverside champion, goes to work early. He's got it out of turn number 4. Nobody in the place figured the outside lane would be workable in early going, but Cahoon begs to differ. He's got the lead and he's clear into turn number 3. Stacy Cahoon has it. Bruno now second. LeCaire is third, and Pete Fecto beginning to work the high lane. Fecto in the 75 said if it works for Cahoon, it'll work for me. Puts a fender up to the outside of Joey LeCaire. Fecto in 4th. 5th is Ronnie Weston. 6th is Brent Dragon. 7th, the track champion Phil Scott as he heads to the high lane now. Scott in the Ford Thunderbird working on Brent Dragon. Can't get the bite down the back chute as Barney McRae pulls to the inside of him. Stacy Cahoon across the stripe. 5 laps complete. A car length in hand over Bruno in second. Third belongs to Joey LeCaire. He continues to be challenged by Peter Fecto. Fecto puts a fender up on the outside, bobbles a bit in turn 4, and that allows LeCaire to pull away. Fecto now drops the Ford Thunderbird in single file line in the 4th spot. 5th belongs to Ronnie Weston. The side-by-side battle continuing now for 6th. It's Brent Dragon down low in the Chevrolet. Phil Scott drifts it all the way to the wall in his Ford. Dragon by a nose that time, hanging onto it. Scott on the outside. Right behind him is Berger Blake. Then down low, it's Barney McRae, Dave Whitcomb, Kip Stockwell, and Brian Hoare in the Dodge Avenger. It's a 2-car breakaway at the front of the pack here in the early going of the Auto Value 100. Stacy Cahoon, a car length up over Bruno in second. Then it's 10 lengths back to Joey LeCaire in third. Pete Fecto continues to work on that outside lane. He can put a wheel up on the outside of LeCaire, but so far that's been it for Fecto. Ron Weston dialing the low lane of the 35. He sticks a wheel to the inside of Fecto. Fecto now pulling up even with Joey LeCaire into turn 1. LeCaire on the inside of the Chevrolet. Peter Fecto, that new Ford Thunderbird, working well in the high lane, and Fecto now with a fender up on the outside. Pete Fecto takes over third at the stripe. Fecto racing clear in the high lane. He takes over the number 3 position. LeCaire now back to 4th. 5th on the outside is Ronnie Weston. 6th is Brent Dragon. 7th in the high lane is Phil Scott. Underneath him now is Berger Blake in 8th. 9th belongs to Dave Whitcomb. 10th is Kip Stockwell. In 11th, it's Barney McRae. Ricky Roberts running in 12th. 13th to Brian Hoare. 14th, Gene Paul Sear. Yvonne Bedard in 15th. 16th to the Steve Miller automobile. In 17th, it's Jason Leo. Dwayne Lamphere in 18th. Chuck Beatty 19th. 20th to Dan Casey. Then Dan Beatty, Mark Barnier, Eric Williams, Dave Simpson, Chris Michaud, and Steve Craddock. Everybody on the lead lap right now, as they'll put 15 laps on the board this time around. Stacy Cahoon, the former Riverside Speedway champion, took the lead on lap number 2 and has not looked back since. Cahoon in the Husqvarna Chevrolet, working a car length lead down the back straightaway into 3. Mike Bruno hanging close in the Kenny Drug car. He is second. The man on the move is Fecto. Peter Fecto in the Lamoille Valley Ford has closed it up now. He is just a car length and a half off the back bumper of Mike Bruno in second. Good side-by-side battle for the number 5 spot. Into turn number 3, it's Ronnie Weston on the inside, Brent Dragon on the outside, and Dragon makes the high lane work. He'll move around as Weston gets his sideways. Ron Weston dropping back. Here's Bruno for the lead. Mike Bruno diving low into turn number 3, and he's going to get it. Bruno with a quick move to the inside of Stacy Cahoon, led it by a foot at the stripe that time. Cahoon, though, is not going to go quietly. If he doesn't hold on to that outside lane, he's going to be third momentarily as Pete Fecto is right on the back bumper of Bruno down the back straightaway. Bruno on the inside, Cahoon on the outside, Fecto in third. Lap traffic will come into play in another 5 or 6 laps. Well, Cahoon dirt tracks it sideways out of 4. Bruno has the lead back. Fecto underneath goes to second place. Stacy Cahoon drop kicked all the way back to third now. 4th belongs to Joey LeCaire. Dragon now 15 car lengths back in the 5th spot. 6th belongs to Dave Whitcomb. Berger Blake is 7th. Stockwell in 8th. Roberts is 9th. 10th to Ronnie Weston. Then Phil Scott, Gene Sear, Barney McRae, and Brian Hoare. 22 laps go on the board now for Mike Bruno in the Kenny Drug Chevrolet. Fecto is all over his back bumper. First time out of that Ford Thunderbird for Fecto, the former Red Mead automobile. Fecto brought both of his cars to the track on Thursday for practice. Tried the Ford, tried the Pontiac, said no contest, I'm running the Ford. Whoa, Brian Hoare way sideways in turn 4. Nearly got a piece of the wall, but held onto it nicely. He drops back about 4 positions, but he saved himself a race car there. Lap traffic now dead ahead for Mike Bruno. Chris Michaud in the number 6 will be the first car to go a lap down. He's only 5 car lengths ahead of Bruno as they work turn 3 and 4. 25 lap stud, a quarter of the way through in the Auto Value 100. Bruno now on the back bumper of Michaud. Pete Fecto right behind Bruno. Cahoon right behind Fecto. And it's a 4-man dance again as Joey Leclerc has rejoined the lead draft. Leclerc in the Chevrolet makes it a 4-car shuffle. And it's only 5 car lengths back to Brent Dragon in 5th. Another 5 back to Dave Whitcomb. The leaders now beginning to get closed up on by the mid-pack. The 5th through 10th cars beginning to close in on the front runners. Bruno, Fecto, Cahoon, Leclerc all work around the outside of the Chris Michaud automobile. They'll run single file down the back straight. The next car to go a lap down will be the B feature winner, Steve Craddock, although Craddock still has a half a straightaway before he goes down. Fecto now taking a look to the outside of Mike Bruno. Goes way high in turn number 2, can't make it that time. Pulls up again on the back chute. Peter Fecto looking stout in the Ford. Pulls alongside out of Ford. They're dead even at the line. Fecto challenging Bruno. Leclerc going after Cahoon. 4-car battles all over the track now at the front. Bruno on the inside. Fecto on the outside at the line. Fecto by an inch and a half. Door handle to door handle. They rub each other all the way through 1 and 2. It is Bruno and Fecto inside and out. Cahoon and Leclerc inside and out. Then Dragon and Whitcomb right behind. Left car coming into it. Steve Craddock on the bottom. Fecto now will try and use him for the pick as they hit the end of the back chute. Mike Bruno is in trouble. He's running out of racetrack, and Fecto is your new leader on the outside lane. Peter Fecto, the Lamoille County Flyer on the outside, has taken it over. Bruno now back to second. We've got a new third-place automobile as it's Joey Leclerc on the inside. Leclerc fighting low on Cahoon, trying to take Brent Dragon with him on the inside lane. Leclerc goes to third. Dragon pulling even now to 4th. Stacy Cahoon, the early leader, beginning to loosen it up on the back end as they hit 3. He dirt tracks it again. Dragon is underneath him. Now Dave Whitcomb underneath him. Cahoon from the lead is all the way back to 6th position now. Pete Fecto, Mike Bruno, Joey Leclerc, 1, 2, and 3. Fecto works around the Steve Craddock automobile, puts the 65 a lap down. In 4th is Brent Dragon. 5th to Dave Whitcomb. 6th is Stacy Cahoon. The top 6 all nose to tail as they hit turn number 3. 7th is the Berger Blake automobile. 8th is Kip Stockwell. 9th is Ricky Roberts as they close in. Whoa, Steve Miller into the infield. Miller in the 00 spinning wildly. Whoa, Jason Leo into the wall slightly on the top of turn 4, and we've got yellow. Jason Leo in the 21. The 00 Steve Miller in separate spins bring out the caution flag for the first time this afternoon. 36 laps complete in the Auto Value 100. Spectacular racing at the front of the pack. Peter Fecto in the Lamoille Valley Ford Thunderbird has taken the high lane to the lead on lap 36. Fecto out on top. Mike Bruno, the pole sitter, lost the lead early to Stacy Cahoon, gained it back, and now has given it up again to Fecto. Jason Leo heading to the pits, flat left front tire on the 21 car. Fecto, Bruno, and Leclerc the top 3. In 4th is Brent Dragon. 5th belongs to Dave Whitcomb. Whitcomb from 12th is up to 5th place now. 6th is the early leader, Stacy Cahoon. In 7th, it's Berger Blake. Phil Scott heading to the pits in car number 14. Scott, the track champion, may be heading in, or maybe he's just pulling up to get his position. Scott and Ronnie Weston coming up on the pace car, and they'll head to pit road next time. Phil Scott, the track champion, not happy with that Ford Thunderbird, and he's headed for pit road next time around. Steve Miller, the former airborne champion, the 00, will get the assist back to pit road. Scott and Weston heading for the pits. Here comes the hammer. Mark Barnier pulling up on the pace car. Pit road open this time, and they'll duck in for service. Scott heading in. Weston heading in. Barre heading in. Eric Williams also playing catch-up. Williams will head to pit road. '75, Peter Fecteau, your leader. The 65 of Craddock, a lapped automobile, will restart second in line, but the second place machine is the 22 of Mike Bruno. Third belongs to Joey LeCaire. Fourth is Brent Dragon. Fifth, the 25 of Dave Whitcomb. In sixth is Stacy Cahoon. Seventh is Berger Blake. Eighth to Kip Stockwell. Ricky Roberts ninth. Barney McRae is 10th. All right, the clock is covered at the start-finish line. Here's the free lap to allow them for service. Jason Leo back. Ronnie Weston back. Phil Scott is back. Barnier's still in the pits. He will not lose a lap this time around, as this is the free lap to allow him to do the work. Well, I'll tell you what, pre-race, nobody thought that outside lane was going to be workable in the early going. Somebody forgot to tell Stacy Cahoon as he took it to the high lane and had the lead within 2 laps. All right, we need to pick a winner. If you bought one of those 32-ounce sodas in the special souvenir glass and you got yourself a ticket, pull it out right now. We got 2 tickets to the Jiffy Lube 150 on Friday night, August 1st. And it's going to go to the holder of ticket number 6689141. 6689141. Report down to the Al's French Fries booth. Say hello to Billy Fry. How about a round of applause for Steve Miller, ladies and gentlemen, as they take him back to the garage area. All hands are on deck. Everybody back from pit road. Field crossed over for the double file restart. It'll be Fecteau on the inside, the lap car Steve Craddock on the outside. Mike Bruno, Joey LeCaire, Brent Dragon, and Dave Whitcomb. LeCaire and Whitcomb in particular are going to be looking for a road to the inside to try and get underneath the Craddock automobile. Although Steve Craddock a lap down, but he's fast enough to give those leaders a tussle on the outside lane. Lights go down on the Cody Chevrolet pace car. Next time around we'll go. Pete Fecteau, then the lap car of Steve Craddock. Mike Bruno, Joey LeCaire, Brent Dragon, and David Whitcomb. 36 complete as they come to the line, and the green is out. Fecteau gets the break in the low lane. Fecteau to the lead on the back chute. Mike Bruno follows him through for second. Brent Dragon now for third place. LeCaire trapped on the outside, going backwards. It's Dragon to third. Stacy Cahoon now on the comeback trail. He'll dive to the inside of Joey LeCaire. Phil Scott around in turn 4. Yellow is out. Caution is out for Scott. He gets it rolling. Oh, Craddock gets nailed. Steve Craddock gets turned around on the front end of the Dave Whitcomb car. Dan Beatty going the wrong way. Dave Simpson is involved with it. As they got on the binders to avoid the trouble in turn 4. Looks like everybody's going to drive away. Damage on the right front corner of the Dave Whitcomb automobile. Right front on the Dave Simpson car as well. Looks like he may have to pit. Caution came out for the Phil Scott automobile. As he got turned around in turn number 4, Scott got it refired, got the car rolling, and stayed on the lead lap. Craddock, Whitcomb and company can go back to where they were in line as the caution flag was out when they got in trouble. Simpson in the 51 pulling up on the pace car along with Dan Beatty. They'll look to come to the pits next time around. Pit road will open this time. Simpson and Beattie will come in. Eric Williams also will check back on the pit road. Simpson, Beattie, Williams heading for the garage area. Peter Fecto in the 75. Started in the number 6 position, now your leader. Mike Bruno, the pole sitter, is second. Third belongs to the 0 of Brent Dragon. He started 5th on the field. Fourth, the 15 of Joey LeCaire, the outside pole starter. Then the 83 of Stacy Cahoon. Dave Whitcomb all the way from the 12th position, now running in 6th. 7th is Kip Stockwell. Then the lap car of Steve Craddock, followed by Barney McRae, Ricky Robertson, Yvon Bedard. One of the associate sponsors on the Yvon Bedard automobile, the St. Methode Quebec Bakery, and I'll tell you, they were handing out free samples in the announcer's tower. Good cookies. Field will cross over on the back straightaway. Dave Simpson coming back to the field in car number 51. Simpson back, 71 Eric Williams back, 53 Dan Beattie back. Everybody ready to go. Field crossed over, we'll look for the green next time. Yellow will remain on the field. Yellow remains out as we got a little bit of wetness. I'm calling this rain. I know what it is as well as you do, but I just refuse to say the word. What month is this? Whoop! Dwayne Lanphier goes skating. Smoke him, Dwayne. Attaboy. Not a problem. Dwayne has slipped in worse stuff than that on the farm every day. That's no problem. Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, a stellar prediction by the weatherman who told us partly sunny this afternoon. Oh, yeah. Partly crappy is more like it, but that's all right. We'll manage. No, I'm sorry. The meteorological definition for this weather is mostly crappy, I think, yeah. Well, we have had worse weather for opening day here at Thunder Road, although I actually can't recall any. I'm sure over 38 years there had to have been a worse one. Maybe not. He'll cross them over to double file here to try and keep things as dry as possible. Stick with us, folks. We're going to make every effort to get this one in its entirety. I figure the sun's going to come out any minute. Of course, I also figure the Red Sox are going to win the World Series. So. In a 7-game series over the Cubs. They're going to fantasize. You might as well make it good. Red flag coming out. We're going to pull our 50-50 number in here in just a couple of minutes. Make somebody's day at least. If you're headed out to the parking lot to turn the heater on, that's not a bad idea at all, but stick with us. We're not going to pull the plug on this one. Every intention of getting this one in its full 100-lap distance, if at all possible, so stick with us. If you're a regular here at the road, you know it takes something akin to a typhoon to make us go home.
Got about half an handful of souvenir programs remaining at the back of the tower. If you haven't got one, can you want one?
Okay, we're here today with the pole sitter, Mike Bruno. What's your plans doing out there today?
Well, you know, the weather's not with us today, so I'm going to try to get out there in front as quick as I can, you know, and who knows what's going to happen with the rain, you know, and we're in a pretty good position to stay out of wrecks and stuff, so I just want to stay up front as long as I can and run my own race and be smooth.
Okay, now how did the car run in the heat race?
Car went real smooth, you know. We were just trying to get into the race, you know. That was our main concern when we started out coming here, is we wanted to get into the race, and here we are on the pole.
Okay, good luck today.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're with last year's series champion, Gene Polcia, quite a ways to the front. What's your plans for today?
Well, it's pretty cold out. We'll just take our time and take them as they come.
Now, with the weather the way it is, does that play into the factor of 51 laps going to make this a complete race? You think the rain's going to hold off, or does that change your strategy at all?
I think the rain's going to hold off, but I mean, it's so cold out, you know, it's not a good day to take too many chances, push it too hard.
Okay, there we go. Good luck today. We're with last year's champ, king of the road here at Thunder Road, Phil Scott. Phil, long ways back today in the first 100-lap race here. What's your plans for today?
We're just going to be conservative, just run the race like we usually do, and try and work the outside or inside or wherever we can go. But we'll just try and stay calm for first 50, 60 laps and then see what happens from there. Try and hold it together.
Now, when you say 50, 60 laps, the weather don't look real good. Do you think that'll play into the equation, or do you plan on going 100 today?
No, I think we'll go 100.
Okay, that's Phil Scott, the 1996 champion at Thunder Road. Good luck today.
Thank you.
We're with Ivan Bernard, a former ACT competitor, first time out in the late model sportsman, a long ways back. Any plans for today? How are you going to get to the front?
Yeah, maybe it's very hard to pass here, maybe. And I have a good car, and maybe I take care and lift and brake, and that's what I think we go. Maybe try to make my best today.
Okay, now do you plan on running all 8 races in the series this year?
Yeah, yes, I will make the 8 race, 4 here, 2 at Plattsburgh and 2 at St. Croix. That's my plan for this year.
Okay, that's Ivan Bernard. Good luck today.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mother Nature has done her worst, and she can't stop us. Next time we'll go to the green. At least I hope that was her worst. Ron Weston to pit road in the 35. Fecto on the inside, Bruno on the outside. Brent Dragon and Joey LeCaire, Stacy Cahoon and David Whitcomb. Here they come, looking for the green flag. Back underway. Low lane gets the break. It's Peter Fecto down the back straightaway by half a car length. Mike Bruno trying to hang with him on the outside. Dragon in the low lane, grafted to the back bumper of the Fecto car. Fecto at the start-finish line leads it. Dragon now down on the inside of Mike Bruno, but Bruno is not going to go quietly. Bruno halfway up on the Pete Fecto machine. Fecto runs him a little wide in turn 4. Pete Fecto, your leader. Look out, Bruno hits him and around goes Fecto. Pile up, Brian Horace off the top. Joey LeCaire, Dave Whitcomb involved in it. Yellow flag is out. The leader, Pete Fecto, gets turned around. Fecto gets turned around. The word from race control, Mike Bruno will go to the rear in car number 22. 75 Fecto, 22 Bruno to the back of the pack. Joey LeCaire involved in it. Dave Whitcomb in the 25. Now, they're not allowed to go back up and regain their positions. Under the clock and card scoring method, they need to just fall in line where they got the cars rolling. And if LeCaire and Whitcomb do pass cars, they'll have to go to the back of the field for passing under yellow. Brent Dragon inherits the lead in the 0. Dragon in the 0 now inherits the lead. Now we got some major realignment to do now. Fecto in the 75, Bruno in the 22 will go to the back of the pack for their part in that incident. Chris Michaud's car number 6 pulling up on the pace car. He'll head to the pits as soon as pit road is open. Mike Bruno's number 22 being pulled down on the back chute. They'll put him at the back of the pack along with Fecto. The 25 of Dave Whitcomb will be pulled down. He'll have to go to the back of the pack for passing cars under the yellow flag. Clock and card scoring. We do not go back to the last complete green lap, and even if we did, Whitcomb was involved in that skirmish, so they'll pull him down. The 83 of Stacy Cahoon will be the second place automobile. Whitcomb going to the pits in the 25 car. They're going to bring him to a stop on the back chute and realign. The 0 of Dragon, your leader. 83 Cahoon will be the second place car. The 16 of Kip Stockwell. Then Jean Paul Cyr and Ricky Roberts. The 9 of Yvonne Bedard. Then the 40 Dwayne Lanphier. They need Dwayne Lanphier in the number 40 machine.
Yeah, I got him coming in there now. So we're good to go?
Yeah, let's go right to it.
Let me just get a good close-up.
Earth to Dwayne. Come in, Dwayne. There we go. Now the 54 of Chuck Beatty. The 63 Dan Casey. 27 Burger Blake will go next. Phil Scott's car number 14.
Got some heavy damage. Just shut the car off. I'm not sure they're going back out or not. As the hood comes up, there's obviously more problems than just sheet metal. The 51 of Dave Simpson. Simpson just leaves it in the front end. We done on the number 53 of Dan Beatty. And again, this is what we call the free lap, so we won't go down as far. But if they don't hustle, they will be down a lap. If the lid shut off, so he could be in trouble.
Is that it?
They'll find where the 45 of Brian Hoare belongs, and then we should be just about set. Brian Hoare's automobile will go behind the Yvonne Bedard machine. Lacaire, Fecto, Bruno, and Whitcomb. Fecto and Bruno on the rear for the spin out. Lacaire and Whitcomb on the rear for passing cars under yellow. Brian Hoare's number 45 caught up on the periphery of that accident, came back up onto the track, and he'll go back in line behind the Ron Weston automobile, which is where he rejoined the field. So it's Brent Dragon in the RR Charlebois Chevrolet, the leader. Stacy Cahoon. It's been an up and down afternoon for Cahoon. Started fourth, took the lead early, dropped back as far as sixth, and now he's back to the number 2 position. Stockwell is up to third, Cyr is fourth, fifth to Ricky Roberts, then Yvonne Bedard in sixth, seventh is Dwayne Lanphier, Chuck Beatty is eighth, ninth to Dan Casey, 10th is Burger Blake. Pit road now open for anybody that needs to pit. Barney McRae back from pit road in the number 99. Chris Michaud in car number 6 will pull up to the pace car and he'll duck onto pit road. Field crossed over to the columns of 2 for the restart with 40 laps complete. Chief starter Mike Wilder with the clinch green flag in hand, and next time by we will turn them loose. 40 down, 60 to go in the Auto Value 100. Chris Michaud coming back on in the number 6. Dragon on the inside. Cahoon on the outside. Kip Stockwell. Gene Sear, Ricky Roberts, and Yvonne Bedard. Here they come, out of corner number 4 for the green. They've got it. Cahoon gets a bit of a jump in the outside lane. Stacy Cahoon with a fender up on the high side, trying to do it the long way for the second time today, but Dragon will have none of it. Dragon back even into turn 3. Out of 4 they come. At the line, Cahoon by inches. Brent Dragon down low. Stacy Cahoon up high. Then it's Gene Paul Sear in 3rd. Stockwell in 4th. Yvonne Bedard 5th. Then side by side, Ricky Roberts and Chuck Beatty. Cahoon again gets it on the outside lane. Stacy Cahoon proving to be a tough customer in that high lane. Puts the wheel up on the outside. He leads it by a fender over Brent Dragon. 3rd time around, again it's Cahoon by a nose. Dave Whitcomb in trouble on the front chute. Right front corner damaged on the 25. Whitcomb trying to limp it to the pits. Can't do it as he pulls it down into the infield. Field stays under the green flag. That time by, it was Dragon by inches as the battle continues at the front of the pack. Brent Dragon on the inside. Stacy Cahoon on the outside. A tremendous battle. Cahoon again sideways. Cahoon's car seems to run on a rail for about 7 or 8 laps, and then it begins to loosen up, and it's doing it right now. He gets sideways out of 2. Dragon pulls away. Sear is underneath him for 2nd. Here comes Kip Stockwell for the 3 spot, and he's got it at the line. Yvonne Bedard fills the low lane in the number 9 machine. The Quebec driver Bedard in his first ever Sportsman start is up to 4th. Ricky Roberts down low for 5th as they've got Cahoon strung out on the high lane. Stacy Cahoon was on a rail for about 5, maybe 6 laps, but now he's in free fall. Ricky Roberts down to the low line on Yvonne Bedard. Roberts the 9 Vermont, Bedard the 9 Quebec. It's Ricky Roberts down low at the start-finish line. The second-year driver Roberts, who blew an engine in practice here on Friday, up to the number 4 spot now. Bedard is back to 5th. 6th is Cahoon, who's finally found his way back in line. 7th on the outside, the Berger Blake automobile. 8th is Chuck Beatty. Dwayne Lanphier 9th. 10th is the track champion Phil Scott. Gene Paul Sear taking a look at the lead on the outside in turn 4. Brent Dragon and Gene Paul Sear, the Milton, Vermont neighbors, best friends off the racetrack, are ready to go at it now for the lead at the halfway mark of the Auto Value 100. Out of 4, it's Dragon by half a car length. Sear on the outside running in 2nd. Kip Stockwell filling the hole down low in 3rd. Then a car length back to Ricky Roberts in 4th. 10 lengths to the 5th place automobile at Bedard. He gets bumped by Berger Blake, but hangs onto it. Blake in the number 6 spot. Side by side, 7th Cahoon, 8th Chuck Beatty. Then Dwayne Lanphier 9th, Phil Scott in the number 10 position. Sear drops it back into the low lane. His challenge for the lead over, at least for the moment, with 54 laps complete. 4-car breakout right now at the front of the field. Dragon shows the way. Sear is 2nd. Stockwell sneaking a peek to the inside. Can't find room in the 16. He holds on to 3rd. Ricky Roberts strong in 4th. 10 car lengths back to the 5th place machine of Berger Blake. In 6th is Yvonne Bedard. 7th is Chuck Beatty. Cahoon back to 8th. Dwayne Lanphier 9th. Phil Scott in the 10th spot. 11th is Eric Williams. In 12th, Dan Casey. Dan Beatty 13th. 14th to Mark Harnier. 15th, Ronnie Weston. 16th, the Ryan Hoare automobile. Pete Becto 17th. Then Joey LeCaire, Steve Craddock, Jason Leo, and Mike Bruno. Around the lap car of Chris Michaud through turn 1 and 2. Brent Dragon holds the lead. Here's Kip Stockwell diving low for 2nd. Stockwell with a wheel inside on Gene Sear. Can't make it stick through turn 3 and 4, and Sear holds him off. Gene Paul Sear beginning to push a little bit high on the corners. Opened the door that time for Stockwell. But Kip Stockwell couldn't hold on to it through turn 4. And they are back to single file at the start-finish line. Whoa, Sear gets into Dragon. Gives him a lift. Stockwell gets nailed and he goes around. Chain reaction out of 2, and Kip Stockwell comes up on the losing end. Stockwell refires, keeps it going, and we're under the green still. Dwayne Lanphier, the big winner in that one. As everybody checked up on the back chute, Lanphier, in typical Dwayne Lanphier fashion, never lifted a bit past 4 cars down the back straightaway. Dragon and Sear 1 and 2. Ricky Roberts now up to third. Fourth is Berger Blake. Fifth to Yvonne Bedard. Lanfear now the sixth place automobile. In seventh is Chuck Beatty. Eighth to Bill Scott. Ninth, Stacy Cahoon. 10th is Eric Williams. 39 laps to go in the Auto Value 100. Dragon, Sear, Roberts, and Blake virtually nose to tail off turn number 4 with the lead. 10 car lengths back to Bedard in 5th. Another 10 to Lanfear and Chuck Beatty, the 6th and 7th place automobile. Out of the back of the pack, Pete Becto beginning to make some noise. Becto bumping and grinding back around 13th position as he, Brian Hoare, Ronnie Weston, and Dan Casey have a good battle for position. Dragon across the start-finish line, puts lap 64 on the board. Gene Sear right on his back bumper in second. Third belongs to Ricky Roberts. Fourth is Berger Blake. Then a long gap back to Yvonne Bedard, Dwayne Lanfear, and Chuck Beatty. Lanfear and Beatty, the two track champions, former track champions, working each other pretty good right now as they race 1 and 2. Clear racetrack ahead for Brent Dragon. A full half straightaway between himself and the Dave Simpson automobile. Right now, it looks like it's a 4-man dance, barring a caution flag. Dragon, Sear, Roberts, and Blake, first, second, third, and fourth positions. Then a long gap back to Yvonne Bedard. Bedard not catching up with the lead foursome. As a matter of fact, he's probably being gobbled up here fairly shortly by Lanfear and Beatty. Bill Scott coming out of the middle of the pack. He's in the top 10 now and closing in on Beatty to make that a 3-car battle between Lanfear, Beatty, and the Scott automobile. Well, the leaders touch again in turn 1. Dragon gets tapped from behind by Sear, once again manages to save it. Well, I said it before, they're best friends off the racetrack, but there's no such thing as buddies when the green flag is out. Brent Dragon getting the back bumper liberally massaged by Gene Sear a couple of times now. But give Sear credit. When Dragon got sideways, Sear gave him the lift and let him get it straightened out. Dragon the leader, Sear is second. Roberts and Blake running third and fourth. And right now, if I'm Ricky Roberts, I just let the two cars in front of me go at it a bit, and maybe I gain the lead through attrition. Yvonne Bedard still 10, maybe 12 car lengths back. Dwayne Lanfear has broken away from Chuck Beatty by a couple of lengths. Lanfear is 6th. 7th is Beatty. 8th now is Brian Hoare. And Hoare beginning to roll. He's broken away from Cahoon, Eric Williams, and Pete Becto, and he's driving around the Phil Scott automobile on the outside. So the Goss Dodge, who got caught up on the periphery of that accident during the last caution period, has got it rolling in the high lane, and he's still got some time. 73 laps complete, 27 remaining. Brian Hoare now is all over the back bumper of Chuck Beatty as he takes the Dodge Avenger to the outside lane on the back chute, and he pulls up on Beatty. Front 4 continuing nose to tail. Dragon, Sear, Roberts, and Blake. Bedard all alone in 5th. 6th is Lanfear. Gives 7th now to the Goss Dodge as Brian Hoare has taken it around the outside of Chuck Beatty. He closes in on Lanfear. Brian Hoare has a very fast race car right now. The only question is, has he got time to catch the leaders without a yellow flag? Hoare now to the high lane on Dwayne Lanfear. Jason Leo sideways on the front chute, gathers it up. The rookie got it down in the speed bumps off 4, but manages to save it. Passing flag is out. Leaders looking to put a lap on the Dave Simpson automobile. Simpson in turn going around Chris Machado, who's running at reduced speed right now. Dragon, Sear, Roberts, and Blake. The top 4. Bedard is 5th. 6th now is Brian Hoare as he guns down Dwayne Lanfear. I'll tell you what, Hoare may not need a caution flag the way that Dodge is coming through the field. He is 10 car lengths behind Yvonne Bedard, but he's taken at least 2 off in every corner. The leader, Brent Dragon, moving around Dave Simpson. Sear still right on his bumper in 2nd. Roberts right behind Sear in 3rd, then Berger Blake. 5th is Bedard, and he's got a rear view mirror full of Brian Hoare. Brent Dragon, if they're on the radio with him, they're saying, open it up, buddy, because the Dodge is coming. Hoare getting onto the back bumper now of Yvonne Bedard. That will be the battle for the number 5 spot. Peter Becto out of the back of the pack is in the top 10 again. Becto in the Ford Thunderbird putting on a great show as he moves around the Phil Scott automobile. Ninth now is Fecto. Hoare fights his way to the inside for 5th place. Brian Hoare with a spectacular drive out of the back of the pack is 5th now. Yvonne Bedard drops back to 6th. 7th is Lanfear. 8th to Chuck Beatty. Fecto 9th. Scott in the 10th spot. Front 2 cars are breaking away. Dragon and Sear now with a half straightaway in hand over Ricky Roberts. Berger Blake coming to the outside of Roberts now. The Ricky Roberts machine may be beginning to fade down the stretch with 17 laps remaining. Roberts down the back chute, holds onto it. Blake pulls to the outside. 5 car lengths, 4 car lengths, 3 car lengths back is Brian Hoare as the Dodge continues to eat him up. Side by side, battle for 3rd now. Roberts is sideways. Blake on the outside has got it. Berger Blake goes to 3rd. Here comes Brian Hoare on the back bumper of Roberts. He'll dive low in the front chute. Lap car dead ahead. It's Barney McRae, but Hoare makes a great move and he's out of the box into 4th place. Brian Hoare is the man on the move as he closes in now on Berger Blake. 15 laps to go. Dragon and Sear run 1 and 2. 6 car lengths back to Berger Blake. Right on his bumper is Brian Hoare. Roberts in 5th. 6th is Lanfear. 7th to Chuck Beatty. 8th on the outside is Bedard. He begins to fade now as Lanfear, Beatty, and Fecto move underneath him. Gene Sear looking high for the lead into turn 3. Spectacular racing on opening day at the road. Dragon at the start-finish line holds him off. Sear coming back at him, goes way high out of turn 2, and Dragon is able to pull away with it. Berger Blake, 5 car lengths back. Now he's under attack as Hoare comes to the outside. Dragon the leader. Sear on the outside, a half a car length back in 2nd. Blake hanging on to 3rd. Hoare is 4th. It'll be 10 to go this time. 10 laps to go for the Dragon wagon. Brent Dragon by half a car length. Sear kicks it to the high lane, but just can't get the bike. Sideways off 2, he loops it. Oh my, Hoare dodges him on the back chute. Sear is into the infield. Brian Hoare to the outside, and Blake will take 2nd. Oh my heart, Gene Sear. Look out, Yvonne Bedard almost into the wall on the front chute. The right rear tire is down to the canvas on the Bedard car, and he's going backward in a big hurry. Dragon leads it. Oh, trouble. Fecto is around. Gets nailed by Cahoon. Trouble in 4. Yellow flag. Caution is out with 92 complete. The caution flag flies with 8 remaining. Merry Christmas, Brian Hoare and the Goss Dodge. Stacy Cahoon all torn up in the right front corner. Peter Fecto, what a heartbreaker. Fecto from the lead all the way from the back of the pack was up to 7th again. Brent Dragon has led for a long, long stretch, but he has got his work cut out for him now. Brian Hoare in the Dodge Avenger has come from deep in the pack, and he now will make the challenge for the win. Dragon and Hoare, Berger Blake, Ricky Roberts. What a great run for Roberts in the number 9 after blowing the engine in that automobile during Friday's practice rounds. Roberts runs 4th. 5th is Dwayne Lanfear. Chuck Beatty shows in 6th. 7th is Phil Scott. 8th to Joey LeCaire. Ron Weston 9th. Eric Williams in the 10th spot. But unless I miss my guess, this may be a 2-car race for the win. The outside lane, definitely not the fastest way around today, but it does not seem to be bothering Brian Hoare as he's kicked it to the high lane and just knocked them down one after another. Barney McRae back into 99. This is the courtesy lap to allow the cars on pit road to complete their repairs. Final 5 laps will run under the green flag. Final 5 must run under green. Chris Michaud backing car number 6. Well, we are down to it now. It'll be the Dragon Wagon and the Goss Dodge. Burger Blake and Ricky Roberts. The lap car of Steve Craddock, followed by the 40 of Dwayne Lanphier in 5th. Yvonne Bedard back from the pits in the 9. 93 complete as we hit the line. And we are ready for showtime. Lights are down. Clinch screen is up. Next time by we go. Stacy Cahoon is back in the 83 car. Pace car coming in. 93 down, 7 remaining. Dragon, Hoare, Blake, and Roberts. Here they come. The green is out. Side by side at a 1 and 2. It's Dragon by half a car length. Brian Hoare gets the pull down the back chute. Hoare has a nose up in the high lane. Brian Hoare runs it way to the wall. Off 4 has to back out of it. Dragon on the inside. Hoare on the outside. Door handle to door handle. Burger Blake right there in 3rd, looking for an opening. Then Ricky Roberts and Dwayne Lanphier. Dragon sideways, has it by half a length. Brian Hoare will win it or lose it on the outside lane. There will be 4 to go this time. Dead even at the end of the back chute. Dragon down low. Hoare up high. This time it's Dragon by inches at the stripe. Side by side of the back chute. Burger Blake looking to make it 3 deep. Thought about going inside on Dragon, but thought better of it. Sideways is Dragon. Hoare by a nose, this time with 3 to go. We are going to have a photo finish on opening day at the road. Blake again wants 3 wide. Again backs out of it. 2 to go now. Dragon on the inside. Hoare on the outside. Dead even that time with a half a mile to go. Dragon drifting high. Hoare by half a car length on the back chute. Brian Hoare by half a length. Here they come to the white flag. White flag. Brian Hoare by a foot hits the wall. Bounces off and keeps going. Dragon underneath him there sideways. Dead even midway on the back chute. Here they come for the checkered flag. At the stripe. Here they come. It's Brian Hoare by 2 feet at the line. Brian Hoare wins it. Dragon is 2nd. Burger Blake, Ricky Roberts, and Dwayne Lanphier. Holy cow, what a finish. Brian Hoare off the wall to win it by 2 feet at the line. Unbelievable. I think that was worth the wait. What a finish. Top 3 down here in Victory Lane. after an outstanding Auto Value 100 this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for your third place man, Burger Blake in the 27. Well, I'll tell you, Bergie, back full time in 97, you sure got a show.
Well, it's not bad for the first time out with that new car, I guess. We were running 3 wide there the last couple of laps. I had enough power to go around it, but I really didn't think it was a smart move, so we settled for third.
I think the guy on the outside agreed with you. It was a terrific run on opening day.
Well, it's my wife's birthday today. I tried to win it for her, but we'll have to take a top 3.
Congratulations.
We got to thank the Merchants Bank and Bond Auto for supporting this division, and looking forward to a really terrific year.
Well, if it's anything like opening day, we got a good one ahead of us. Ladies and gentlemen, how about it for the Burger? Burger Blake in the 27. Can't do it any better than that. Second place, man, I'll tell you what, I've seen you run a lot easier race and get one spot better. That was a terrific run. How about it for Brent Dragon, ladies and gentlemen, in the 0? I'll tell you what, everybody loves a winner, but everybody here loves a racer, and you were a racer today.
Yeah, we run hard. Jesus, I don't think there's too many people out there without power steering, and we run manual because we run mostly Plattsburgh, and boy, it hurt at the end. I know that. I had no arms left.
You got those Popeye arms today? You got to pack you some spinach for the next one.
Yeah, I think I'll be resting up until next weekend now.
I think you probably ran every groove on the racetrack over the final 3 laps. Did you see Blake trying to make you the middle of the sandwich there with 2 to go?
Yeah, I saw him, but I knew Brian was on the outside. He was going to hurt a lot worse than I was.
Yeah, that's for sure. A terrific finish. Do you know who won it at the line, or could you tell?
Yeah, I got sideways off turn 4 there, and I got way around, and Brian beat me, and he did a hell of a job.
Congratulations on a great day today. How about it for Brent Dragon and the Charlie Boy Chevrolet? A terrific job to get the second place trophy. And how about it for this guy, Brian Hoare, as he climbs out of the God's Dodge machine?
Good job. Good run. Good run.
Boy, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I know.
You, most people don't hit the wall on the last lap and still win.
Well, we figured we'd give it a try. It looked like a nice place to be.
I don't think so. If this car wasn't at 115% over the final 5 or 10 laps, that caution flag helped you, but you made the best of your luck, too, down the stretch.
Yeah, it did. That caution cooled off our tires and let us get a run on Brent a little bit better, get up beside him and whatnot. But it was a great race. I wouldn't have... Brent's the best guy I could have picked to be on the pole there on the last restart, and he's a good, clean racer, and that's a lot of fun going across the stripe with him side by side. Our Avenger was going great today.
Good one for the Dodge boys.
It was a great one. Hey, these guys put a great car on me. We worked hard all season, and we look forward to a great season from here on out.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about it for your Auto Value 100 winner, Brian Hoare, the Goss Dodge Avenger. You don't see a better drive to victory lane than that ever.